As an entrepreneur, I always ask myself why only few people succeed. And I realize it's not only in the business field, but also in other fields. Why only few people get to the top? Why only few people get the highest performance? Why only few people get the highest rewards? And I realize there is one solid reason why. And that is because each of us are wired to fail. Hi, my name is Gerard Christian Claudio, and today I'm going to discuss that one statement. Yes, you heard me. You and I are wired to fail. We are wired to complain when things aren't go the way we want it to be. We are wired to be lazy when we're supposed to be working hard. We are wired to doubt when we supposed to believe. We are wired to look at other people's success and self-pity when instead of focusing on our own agenda and our own progress. Fallen as we are, we always tend to do the opposite, and those actions that we are less aware of. That's the bad news. You don't need to do anything to doubt. You by nature will doubt. You don't need to do anything to be lazy. You by nature will be lazy. You don't need to do anything to blame. By nature, you will blame other people. But here's the good news. The good news is you can do something about it. So there are 4 things I would like to share with you, and 4 practical steps, or shall I say 4 principles that you wanted to apply so that you can wire yourself and prepare yourself for success. And the first one is awareness. Every change that you wanted to do doesn't start with execution, it starts with awareness. Question, are you aware that your anger is causing you your relationship? Are you aware that your laziness causes you your business or causes you your profit? Are you aware that your doubts is causing you losing a lot of opportunities? Are you aware that you blaming other people is causing you a lot of time and a lot of opportunity to change? That's the first key, awareness. If you're in a business, you have to take into account where are you putting your effort? Where are you putting your time? What are your dominant thoughts? What are your schedule? Are you following through your schedule? What is holding you back? Awareness is the key. It's the first key. If you wanted to lose weight, what are the food that I eat? And how much calories do I intake? What is my healthy BMI? You have to be aware of this. What is causing me to drag down? What are exposures that makes me eat unhealthy? If you wanted to have a healthy relationship, why my relationship isn't that healthy? Why my relationship is not working? How am I responding to pressure? How am I responding to life? So the first key is that you have to be aware what's dragging you down. The second is you have to admit. You have to admit that you don't have self-control. You have to admit that you are not as good as you thought you are. No, it's painful. That's the hardest part of it. That's the hardest part. That's why it takes humility to succeed. It takes a humble heart to not only be aware, but at the same time to admit that there's something wrong. To admit that you have to improve, to admit that you have to work out your laziness, work out your attitude, work out your doubts, work out the way you think, work out your belief. If you understand that being successful is just taking few steps consistently over a period of time, there's no big deal of just following step-by-step process and be successful. But what's hard is to admit that we have to change in order to succeed. If we wanted to move up in life, you have to understand that we need to accept that we have to change. And the third is you have to be ready to be accountable. Accountability will play a vital role to keep you on track. I have seen so many people, I've encountered so many people who have so much potential in succeeding, but they don't want to be accountable. They don't want to listen. They don't want to be criticized with. They don't want to be corrected with. They don't want to hear negative comments. They don't want to hear that they are messed up. They don't want to hear that they have to change because they thought they're okay. They thought they are fine. Are you ready to be accountable? Are you ready for somebody to come into your life and tell you, hey, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing? So that's the third, accountability. And last is, of all the things, act upon it. You're not a tree. You're God's creation, one of the most special creation of God. You're created in His own image and likeness. Ability to think, ability to feel, and the ability to respond with it. And that makes you unique. So act upon it because you have the ability to do that. You're wired to doubt, you're wired to be lazy, but you can do something about it. Be aware, accept, be ready to be accountable, and act upon it. So I hope you find value into this. See you into the next video.